What's up, guys? Magic Knives here, and this might be a similar looking gameplay, but it's actually not. I just decided that a while ago I did post a video on an AK-12 setup with the AN-94, and I figured, you know what, because this is like the closest thing to actually making an AK-12 in this game, like that, without just using the actual AK and the 5.45 30-round magazine. Like, why not just make another AK setup with this gun? And I figured, just let's do it with the AK. Let's make an AK-74 setup just for the heck of it, And I'm gonna emphasize this again. Like, this is honestly, this AN-94 is pretty good. It's not gonna be great if you're not like super accurate with it or fast with your ADS speed and all, but like, I mean, you can hip fire this thing pretty quick too. I mean, that's the thing with this game. Like, unless you're running a sniper rifle or something, you always learn to like shoot before you aim. Like, if you see an enemy, you shoot them first before you actually aim down sights. That's the thing I've kind of learned in order to be decent at this game, and even previous Call of Duties too, I learned to do that. So there's a free tip for you guys in case you want to get a bit better and win more gunfights. Shoot before you aim first. Like, I remember that, like, way back in the day, I learned to, like, that was one of the tips I learned, is like, you squeeze both triggers at the same time. Like, you shoot and then you press the ADS button as well, right? Well, I kind of just do it where I'm kind of hip firing first and then I'm kind of aiming, because I don't know, for some reason, usually when I'm just squeezing both triggers at the same time, I usually end up aiming first rather than shooting. So I just learned to shoot. I lead with my trigger finger first before I actually press the aim button, But yeah, again, free tip for you in case you wanted a bit of a gun tip there. But yeah, anyway, so like I said before, the original AK that comes in this game, the AK-47, is good when you have it set up as the AKM. I don't know if I actually mentioned this part before, but like, I still like the AK, but only when I've set it up as like the AKM or like the AK-15 in its 7.62 form. With the 5.45 version, it sucks, unfortunately, because you only have 30 rounds. So unless you are only doing single engagements, you are very likely to run into moments when there's going to be another enemy, and you won't have enough bullets to take them down with it, and therefore, you just can't do anything about it. Unless you're lucky, you switch to your secondary, or you just run and hide. By the way, I'll leave a link in the description box of this video if you want to check out my AK-12 setup for this gun. But honestly, like, for this, it's like, with the AN-94, finally, honestly, I was kind of hoping it would just be the AK-12 or whatnot, but I guess this is sort of the next best thing. And like I mentioned in my previous video with this gun, this gun has a hyperburst mode, which means that the first two shots you don't feel it, or at least the recoil doesn't happen at all for the first shot. It only happens after the second shot, because it's kind of, the two shots are happening, but the two shots have already gone off by the time you fired this thing, which is really nice. So you get a nice rate of fire, and even if you put this on semi, it's gonna shoot too. That's just how it works. But at a distance, even if you put this on fully automatic, it's got a nice burst mode to it. If you got a nice burst trigger finger, I guess, if you will, and you can get some nice kills. And the recoil, again, I'm telling you, you can, you learn how to control this thing. There's practically no recoil at all. Like, like you really don't have to compensate much when like with your aim when you're firing this in fully automatic. Like you look there, like that, like my reticle was pretty much like staying level the entire time, like for the most part. I mean, you can really like that's the benefit of using a 5.45 versus 7.62 is you have much better and easier recoil management. So that's why I wanted to make an AK-12 with the original AK with the 5.45, but unfortunately I don't have the 30 round magazine. But that said, they made they gave, this is the next best thing, I guess, if you will, the AN-94, and it uses 5.45, and it has 45 round magazine, which is what I was really looking for in order to make such a class setup, because again, like I said, unless you only plan to do unless you plan to only do single engagements, you need more than 30 rounds. Like 40, I would say, is the minimum for assault rifles and SMGs, in my opinion, for this game. And so that said, with this rifle setup, okay, it's pretty much the same as my AK-12, but the only difference is the stock. It is the last one, which the name's escaping me right now, but you can see the picture of the gun below, and it basically it gives you faster ADS speed, and it also gives you more mobility, so you kind of run faster with this compared to the AK-12. But other than that, you got the monolithic suppressor, 45 round magazine, the red dot sight, and the 1 milliwatt laser, and including that with the triangular stock, as you can see in the final kill cam below. That's pretty much it. Really nothing to it. But give this class setup a try. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Hope to see you guys in my future videos. Peace out, guys.